Hey everyone! I bet I'm not who you were expecting to see. Well, surprise, here I am. A while ago, Kier and I were talking, and he was like, hey, do you want to film a video for my channel? Do whatever you want to do, and just upload it to my channel. And I was like, yeah, sure. But I wanted to do something creative, something pretty atypical for his channel, something you wouldn't normally see. So he has no idea what I'm doing. He doesn't even know that I'm doing this right now. But I am going to tell you 26 different reasons why Kier is super awesome. And I'm going to try and keep it as PG, whatever as possible. Try and keep out all the mushy, gushy stuff. Obviously, I married the guy. I love him. I think he's pretty awesome. But, I figured I would share with all of you guys reasons why I think he's awesome. Some of these, especially once you get toward the end of the alphabet, and words are kind of scarce. Some of them are kind of weird. I know. I'm aware of that. So hopefully this makes sense. I don't even know if this is a good idea, but yeah, if you're someone that knows Kier personally, leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite thing about Kier is. If you only know him from YouTube and you've only seen some videos that he's put out, maybe you still have a favorite thing about him. I know a lot of the YouTubers that I watch, I have, my favorite traits and characteristics about them, even though I've never met them in person. So, like I said, leave those down below. Let me know what you really enjoy about him. So without further ado, let's kick this off. So, number one, he's super ambitious. If he sets his mind to anything, he will accomplish it no matter what it takes. And I just think that's really admirable about him. Admirable. Did I say admiral? Second of all, and this is kind of more of an inside joke, I guess, between me and Kier and some of our friends, but just to kind of bring everyone else in on it. At my bridal shower, we played that game where the bridal party asks the groom questions, and then at the shower they asked me the same questions, and every time our answers didn't mix up, I had to put a piece of gum in my mouth. One of the questions they asked was, what's your favorite thing about Kier? And he said that my favorite thing about him is that he's black, which is not true. But I felt like I just needed to put that in here. And it's probably lost its humor at this point now that I've had to explain it all. But whatever. I still think it's funny. Number three, he is caring. He's super, super caring. He's got such a big heart. It's awesome. Number four, he is a huge dog lover. Oh my goodness. Loves dogs. Which is good because I also love dogs. And we both feel the same about cats. Next one, he eats anything that I make for him. Which, most of the stuff that I make turns out pretty good, pretty edible. But every once in a while, there are some pretty crazy, weird things that end up coming out of that kitchen. And he just sits down with his plate and says nothing and just eats it because he knows I tried. The next one, he's funny. He cracks jokes constantly, even jokes that don't even make sense, but I don't know. He's a funny guy. For the next one, I have that he loves God. That's a very, very huge thing for me, and I just think that's super awesome about him. Next, I have his hugs. I don't know how often he hugs people, so I don't know if you've ever gotten a hug from him, but the guy gives pretty good hugs. Let's see, next one. He is super intelligent. And one huge example of that is this computer that I am currently filming this on, will be recording this on, and uploading it to YouTube on. You may or may not have seen his past video. He built this computer from the ground up, bought all the parts. He didn't know anything about it going into it. He did all his own research, watched videos, read, tons and tons of stuff on the internet, figured out what he needed, what he wanted. Just bought all the parts, and in a weekend, it was actually only a few hours, he had the whole thing put together, and I think that's awesome, and it's just one example of how intelligent he is. Next I have his jokes. This kind of goes back to him being funny. He has some really awesome jokes. He also has some really cringeworthy jokes. Definitely fall in the category of like dad jokes. But it's okay. We all still love him anyways. Next I have Kier, because anyone with a name like Kier is just awesome. I love Kier's laugh. I think it's amazing. If you've ever heard, well, I'm sure you've heard him laugh. If you've watched a single video that he has put up on this channel, you've heard him laugh. And I personally think he's got one of the best laughs ever. It's fantastic. Next, he's got a really good memory, which is pretty important to me because I have kind of an awful memory. Next, I have that Kier is very non-judgmental, which is important because especially someone like me, I get kind of weird sometimes and I say stupid things, and he laughs about it and then moves on, and it's just, there's never any judgment, which is awesome. And I know he has that same attitude with other people. It's not just me. So I had to get a little creative with this one. I wanted to say that he's a total gentleman, but G had already been taken. So instead for O, I have opens doors. Basically where I'm going with that is he's definitely a gentleman. He, opens doors. He'll go pump my gas for me when I don't even ask him to. I mean, now that it's cold and snowy and everything, I probably will ask him to until, springtime. But no, he always does the most gentlemanly things, and he treats me super awesome, and he's amazing. For P, I have that he is personable. If you've ever met him in person, like even if you knew nothing about him, going into meeting him, he just has this way of just breaking the ice and making things super comfortable, and you like the guy right away. Q, he is quirky, but I am too, so that's okay. For R, he is super relaxed and down to earth, which is great. S, he's so supportive. Anytime there's something that I want to do, he is always right behind me 100% of the way, pushing me, encouraging me, doing whatever he can to help me reach my goal. And I know he's that way with a lot of other people too. He's a very supportive guy, and it's really awesome. All right, for T, he is super, super talented. This kind of goes back to building a computer, and he can play video games, which to some people is like, yeah, okay, whatever, you can play video games. But if you've ever seen me play video games, that takes talent sometimes, let me tell you. He's a really great singer. You should, I don't know, he's a pretty talented guy. For you, I have Uncle, because he is a great uncle. Basically, what I'm getting at with this whole thing is any time he's around kids, like, he is really, really great with them, and it just warms my heart. It really does. So V, I kind of touched on this with, when I said he was talented, but his voice, he is such a good singer. I mean, anytime we'll just be driving down the road, and all of a sudden he'll just whip out, like, a harmony. That's the word I'm looking for. He'll just whip out a harmony. If you don't know, he did a cappella in college. I know he did like choirs and stuff in high school. The guy's got a really, really good singing voice. Like, he really does. I know he's got a couple videos on his channel here. Otherwise, search his name and look for Fundamentally Sound, because that was his a cappella group in college. So just, he's talented. He's got a good voice. I put Downwash because he will help do the laundry, or the wash, as some people refer to it as. He helps wash the dishes. Just, I guess, generally he'll help with, housework along the way, which to me makes him awesome, but you may not care that much because you don't live with the guy. But I appreciate it. So X, I had to get creative on this one again. He is an exceptional gamer, or at least I believe him to be. Again, pretty much anyone's an excellent gamer when you compare them to me, but I would rate his skills as pretty exceptional. Next one, I wrote yummy food for Y. You guys only got to see him cook once, but he does cook every once in a while, and when he does cook, it's always really good. And if he doesn't feel like cooking, he will order takeout, and he always knows what I want, so that food gets yummy too. So yummy food. And finally, I was really struggling to come up with a Z, so I chose the adjective zesty, as it relates to lively and perky, not in the zesty bean burrito. What is that for? That's from Cards Against Humanity, right? I'm pretty sure that's Cards Against Humanity. But yeah, I would say the guy is very lively, very perky, very happy, like, just, I don't know. He's fun to be around. He really is. You should hang out with him sometime. Alright, so that completes the 26 reasons why Kier is amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't weird. Like I said, he doesn't know, he knows that I'm filming a video for him. He doesn't know what I was filming. But I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite thing about Kier is. Like this video, subscribe to Kier's channel if you have not already done so, and he will catch you in his next video. I probably won't. Bye, guys.